Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Vitumel Musenogi. It's great to have you here. I will be talking about how to achieve your goals in 2025. It is our series that we started about a month ago, and we are closing it today with episode 4. So I'll be talking about something that is very interesting that I know most of us we struggle with. It's a buzzword in recent times, and we'll be focusing on it. I hope you stay long enough until we get there. So just to go back to how this series started. So we started talking about believing in yourself as a way to get you closer to achieving your goals, so that you can believe in yourself, believe in your capabilities, believe in your skills, believe in your experiences, believe that you are able to do the things that you are supposed to do in order for you to achieve your goals. The second thing we spoke about was self-development. So I touched a bit on the different ways where you can develop yourself, can develop your skills, whether formally or informally, and that will be able to help you to reach your goals, the skills that you'll use to implement some of the things that you need to achieve your goals in 2025. The third thing that we spoke about, which was in episode 3, was to stop procrastinating. And we defined what procrastination is. We spoke about what causes it, and we spoke about how you can overcome it, or what would you have to do to overcome procrastination. So that was on episode 3. So today I want us to talk about this final thing that I want to talk about on the series, and that is consistency. I know many of us struggle with consistency, and this one is very personal to me. And in as much as I'm talking to you about how to be consistent, I don't even want to really get into how to be consistent yet, but just to talk about consistency and what it means. And basically, it's doing what you said you were going to do when you said you were going to do it, no matter how you feel, no matter the obstacles that you come across. And I know we struggle with that. I struggle with that myself. So I will decide that, okay, this is what I want to do. I'm going to do this on a daily basis, or on a weekly basis, or monthly basis. This is what I'm going to do. And I will start nicely, right? I will start the first week, and then the second week, I'm struggling. The third week, I miss my deadline. The fourth week, it's a struggle. It's like when you're a UNISA student, or I suppose a tertiary student, we have these last minute tendencies where we have these timetables of when our assignments are due, but we just never work on them on time. Most of us, we wait until the last minute, and then only we start working on our schoolwork, instead of having a schedule where you will every day say, okay, I'm going to spend 2 hours every day of my weekdays studying, and then being able to work on your assignment and submit it timelessly, so that you can start working on another one. Instead of doing that, we just procrastinate. That speaks to the previous topic that we talked about. Now, I personally struggle with consistency. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's because I'm lazy, or it's because I'm not interested. But I don't think it's because I'm not interested, because the things that I work on, the projects that I undertake, the goals that I put for myself, those are important to me. Those are things that are important to me. I hardly get involved with things that are not important to me, things that don't have value to me. It's things that are important to me. I know what this means. I know my why I embarked on this journey. It's important. I need to be doing this. For example, I'll always use my YouTube channel as an example that when I started, I was really not consistent. I was just all over the place. And what I did sometimes, like I would say, I'm gonna upload once a week. But then I end up in the middle of the week after I uploaded, and then I'll have this feeling of saying, why don't I upload another one? Or I'll think of a topic or something that just crosses my mind. Instead of recording for the next scheduled time, I would just post it in the middle of the week. And then when the time comes that I'm supposed to be uploading, there's no video for me to upload, or I'm not ready, or things like that. So instead of preparing myself, when I get an idea about a topic, record it for future on the time that I schedule for myself to be uploading another one, I just upload randomly. And then there's no structure in what I'm doing. So I lose completely the structure that I originally created for myself, or that I came up with. And I've realized that that could be the problem of me not being consistent. So it's the same as exercise. When I decide that I'm going to exercise and I say, okay, I'm going to exercise on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then for some reason I exercise on Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm tired, and then the rest of the week I don't exercise. So that lack of structure, that lack of being organized or sticking to the plan, is causing me to be inconsistent. And it's causing me not to even reach my goals, because if I have a goal to exercise 3 times a week, and I say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then all of a sudden I exercise on Monday and Tuesday, and then I'm fatigued the rest of the week that I don't exercise, I didn't reach my goal, because my goal was to exercise 3 times a week. On top of that, my goal is to exercise Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, not Monday and Tuesday. So immediately when I lose that structure of my plan, the whole thing falls off. So if I said I'm going to exercise on Monday, and then I don't exercise on Monday and I start on Tuesday, and then I'm trying to catch up, and I exercise on Wednesday, and then I'm fatigued again, and then the rest of the week I don't exercise. So I think trying to think deeply about what is actually causing me to be inconsistent, and I hope maybe you also relate. So if you relate, please indicate for me in the comment section in terms of what exactly do you think affects you being consistent in you working towards your goals. Because now I think that's the biggest problem, that I don't necessarily stick to the plan. I say I'm going to read 10 pages a day. I don't, sometimes I'm like, I'm tired, and then I don't, and then I skip 2 days, and then everything just falls off because I didn't stick to the plan. And I found it's so difficult, or the fact that I'm so used to not being consistent, that I'm so used to not flexing this muscle, then it becomes so difficult. It's like when they say that when you go to the gym, the weights don't become, the weight of the weights does not reduce. What happens is you become stronger. So if 2 kg used to be heavy, after a while that you've been exercising with the 2 kg, it becomes lighter. You start using 5 kg. After some time, it becomes lighter. You start using 10 kg dumbbells or weights. It's not that the weights are now lighter. It's that you are stronger. So I think it's the same with consistency. So the more you engage in your plan and you stick to it and you become consistent, the easier it is. So the reason why it's difficult is because we don't stick to the plan. We don't continue on our commitment. Then it becomes so difficult when we are starting and we are trying to do this thing that we want to do on a consistent basis, because we are not used to it. We are not used to it. It's difficult. It's something new. Every time you are restarting, it's hard. It's not an easy thing. So I think it's important to strive to be consistent. So create a plan for yourself to say, this is what I'm going to do, and make it realistic, right? Make it realistic. If you know that you are not going to be able to study every day, you can say, I'm going to study 4 times in a week, and then I'm going to study for 3 hours. Then you know that in a week you've got 9 hours in the bag of studying, because it's possible that you can go 9 hours without studying at all. Then you create a plan and you say, okay, on Monday, you know how your schedule is at work. Most of the time, you know that Mondays there's no meetings, Fridays there's no meetings, or whatever. And then you create a schedule and then you say, okay, on these days, I'm going to study for 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours, or 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, whichever way. And then we stick to that plan. So on the day where we're supposed to rest, we rest. On the day we're supposed to work, we work. And then you commit to that. So you don't wake up on a resting day, then you study again. Because then you are working outside of the plan. You may get fatigued, you may be wanting to study on a day where it was very hectic at work, and then you don't have the energy. You'll just put in 2 hours instead of 3 hours or 4 hours, and then the following day you don't feel like doing anything. So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about stick to the plan. So once you've come up with your plan, stick to the plan. So I'm also speaking to myself, right? Because this is something that I really, really struggle with, in as much as I get to reach my goals. But I always say, sometimes I do it strivingly. I strive. It's so hard because I don't stick to my plan. So I hope that I am giving you that light bulb in terms of how to actually do that, how to change that way of living and actually get to the point where you can be able to be consistent, because that will be able to help you to achieve your goals. You won't wake up at the last minute and meet deadlines, because that's what usually happens. Especially I've seen at UNISA that you wake up on the week when the assignment is due or a day before, and then you are not able to submit. You're not able to meet your deadline, or even if you submit substandard work and then you fail. So sticking to the plan, creating a plan for yourself and then sticking to it is one of the things that I think should be able to assist us to be consistent. But I also read something where they were saying that it's difficult to be consistent in something that you're no longer interested in. Maybe you've been working on this thing for so long, you've gotten bored, maybe you see that this thing is not working, but you were so passionate about it, but it's not coming together. Sometimes it's not easy to be consistent on things that you've lost interest in. So I think what I can say is that it's okay to let go of things that you're no longer interested in. It's okay to accept that this thing is not working anymore, or I'm not interested in this thing, and let go, and just focus your energy on things that you are excited in. You've got the energy for it, you can't wait to get things done when it comes to that thing, instead of using all your energy on something that you are no longer really interested in. You've lost your interest in this thing. Focus your energy on something that you'll be able to work on and lead to you reaching your goals. So I just thought, let me close it like that, let me close the series like that, to say consistency is very important. Consistency is very important when we are working towards something and we want to reach our goals. It helps, it helps to get you to reaching your goals, because as you consistently stick to your plan and you consistently execute, you are able to reach your goals, unlike just being lazy and not sticking to the plan, getting ourselves tired, because I think we are creatures of structure. We are creatures of structure. We operate well when we have structure. Hence, coming up with a plan and sticking to it will be able to help us to be consistent and ultimately reach our goals. So yeah, this is the final episode of our series called How to Reach Your Goals in 2025. And I hope it's been wonderful. I hope it's been, knowledgeable. It's, made you think about certain things, in your life. I know I'm talking about things that are not new, but I hope I was able to give maybe a different perspective that will nudge you towards being faithful to your goals, being faithful to the things that you want to see happening in your life, to be faithful to the things that you want to achieve in your life, and believe that you'll be able to achieve those things. So yeah, I hope it's been great, and I hope you subscribed. I hope you'll be able to share, and so that more people can be able to see the content that we are sharing and the knowledge that we are imparting here. So yeah, see you on the next one.